It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. I was not even listening to that song when it popped in my head. Sometimes I'll go to just say hi and songs just come out. It's funny. It's some kind of weird saying. It's like, oh, I didn't know that was on the top of, that was the intro. It's funny. And then I laugh at it. I was like, who wrote this script? What's up, everybody? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, which is that shit that comes out of my mouth, psychic, and messenger of God. All that makes me a super witch. I'm the first witch that was ever created. I am Lilith reincarnated. You didn't call me a witch, you called me a demoness. But anyone that had powers like me was called a witch, therefore, and after. And you sought to destroy them just as much as the Lilith. Lovely. So here I am, trying to set everything free. What's up, what's up? Today is Saturday, it's my birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. I think that's so funny that pops in my head. There's a person that made a song, obviously. And that's what people walk around singing. You guys are like so excited about the words that you say, but you don't think about how funny it sounds when somebody else is walking around saying it. You know what I mean? So I know those are your words, but it sounds hella funny coming out of my mouth. And that goes back to doppelgangers. Those are my words, and they sound hella funny coming out of your mouth. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. There's worse songs. My daughter knows the song, Nicki Minaj's song, like word for word. I can lick it, I can stick it. What if I just walked around saying that as I walked up to people? I have to memorize the fucking words, but just walked up, I'm just standing behind you at Walmart. I can lick it, I can stick it, I can... What does she say? I don't know. She's whopping and shit. She's all dirty. What if we're just standing behind you and saying these things? I think that should be a thing. Anyways, hey, how are you? Hi, how are you? I was sitting here, I was posting and having fun and, just being me. And there's a lot of, all eyes on me. Thanks, Pac. And it's like everybody's thinking. They're thinking. Oh, fuck them. Let them think. That's what they do. That's what happens. That's what we do. We process all day. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I gonna do? That's what your brain does all day. It's just a processing system. An AI system, if you will. Based on its programming. Not all of you have the best apps. You guys are running through some weird shit. Anyways, your search engines are a little strange, a little off. Going on. So it's like, I'm stepping into a new part of me that everybody is, everybody has an opinion and are very wide-eyed and, want to talk about it. Why don't we talk about it? Why doesn't anybody say anything instead of it? I don't hear you asking me questions. And that's what I mean. After making that video 2 days ago about astral traveling, I taught you how, I don't just sit here. Now think about it. Every time I've ever got on here and I was like, I heard somebody say, I can hear your thoughts. I can hear your thoughts in a collective way. When I sit in quietness, I can hear it. Do I specify it if I wanted to? But in order for me to do it, then I'm actually in your energy, and sometimes you can feel it. But what does that mean? It means I literally fly over to you. My spirit flies over to where you're at, and I just sit there listening to you. I don't want to. I don't usually. I don't use my powers to, you know what I mean? And that's what dark practitioners do when they're using, monitoring spirits and shit like that. It's just a world outside of your imagination, and you learn to travel through it. That's what it is. We'll get there. That's expert level shit. But anyways, what I heard, I can hear everybody talking shit. And it's funny because I go back to that quarter. Maybe that's all that quarter had something to do with this. Is Idaho. I was like, are we talking about the state or am I being a hoe? No, everyone thinks you're being a hoe right now. Well, that's okay. I don't care what you think. And in definition, as Lilith, I was created as the number one hoe. I was the first hoe that ever existed. And all because I wouldn't fucking give in, that I turned into a big-ass hoe. I wouldn't have sex with him, but I was going to go around and be the biggest hoe, turn everybody on and not give nobody none, or take it from them without them knowing. Yeah, that's my energetic field. Have I ever been able to use that? Not in this lifetime. But guess what? Guess who's back? Back again. In the sense of, am I hoeing out? No, God turned on a feeling inside of me. He started to. He keeps trying to rev the engine and it wouldn't turn over. He's like, get her turned on. I can't. There's too much pain. There's too much work to be done before I can turn this engine on. Meaning what? I had too much trauma hidden in my sacral to turn my sacral on. What is turned on? I mean, literally, be turned on, attracted. You know what I mean? Those feelings that I was trying to describe yesterday to a person that nobody should ever try to put into words. Or at least I shouldn't have, because they didn't come out so graceful. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I was doing my job well. I was trying to describe it. Now, here's what you don't get. That's what I said prior to it, because it hadn't, fully turned on. And that's it. It's like, I was trying to explain what happened with Wolfman. I was like, I don't know. I just like I got some feelings for him after like a week of seeing him. And I went to explore him and, and it turned out to be some other bullshit. But anyways, that's it. It's like you have no control over your feelings, and you're not supposed to control them. That's the thing, is I'm not supposed to be controlling myself all the time. I'm supposed to be unleashing myself. That's what it is being free, is being more of you, right? So this part of me that, that's starting to come up, that keeps trying to make its way out into society. But I'm too hurt by everything that's happened, and I'm too afraid that, to give myself to another. It won't come on. It won't come out. But it is the biggest power that I've ever had in all of my existence, was my sexual magnetism. And therefore it is, the last to be let out, because it is one of my most powerful gifts. With great power comes great responsibility. So I can't just walk around, using this on my, just being the absolute energy of passion, where I'm looking at you and you're getting turned on, and I can feel your dirty thoughts. Like right now I can feel it. Like we are literally not even touching, but I can feel everything that's happening inside of your brain. I can see it. Those kind of things. So anyways, yeah, it didn't turn, and that's love too. It's like, what makes you fall in love with a person? God turns your feelings on for someone. Are you supposed to act in every feeling that you get? And that's what the mastering of the feelings is. And that's what I said about Wolfman. I know this is good. Is this love? Is this lust? What am I feeling? Right? So I had my first experience, and now I'm having a second experience where I'm better at, understanding what's going on inside of me and around me. But of course, where did this come from? God. He let me, you know what I mean? And there's different parts of the awakening. You don't understand. It's like you feel some way you've never felt before. You see something you've never seen before. Where did this come from? And it's your job to understand it. And in most cases, pursue it. If you want it and you're scared, then you're supposed to do it. And that's what's making me do this. It's like, the more scared I am, the more I know I'm supposed to go after this. You know what I mean? Scared is pretty much your initiator to actually do it. Because, if you're being logical and you're like, nah, you're I don't know how to explain it, but when you have an internal fear to do it, it's the one thing that you know what I mean, that you really do need to do. And that's it. It's like, you're afraid to do this. You're afraid to do this. You're like, why am I afraid to do it? And then you work through, and it's usually something stupid like rejection. And that's why you got to do it. You got to face it. Because rejection, you just have to get used to rejection. And that's what I said. When they were like, we're just going to be friends. I was like, maybe I came here just to experience rejection, because I keep running from it, right? Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, is like, you guys pursue people for all different reasons. And I haven't had conversations with you to understand when you decide that you're going to give your body to them, right? Well, that's the ultimate challenge for me, is to give my body to somebody, to feel that way about somebody, to feel that I can do this again, right? That's the ultimate challenge. So it's turned on, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. And that's it. It's like, you want that somebody to be, fit the boxes and be somebody's, this perfect somebody, but it can be anybody. And it's not anybody. And that's what's really funny. I was like, I better blow this little bit of a cover for them. I have 12 twin flames. Let me throw that out there. 12. For the tarot community, and this is for you back there, Stalker Breaker 19, Miss Kelly, that didn't want to believe me about all of the twin flame journey. yeah, I'm in union with one of my twin flames right now, but I'm in union with most of my twin flames, and that's what I said, is like, we've come to union. Yeah, I will come to union with one of them in the physical, but right now I'm in union with all of my twin flames, meaning that we're not at war with each other. I'm not at war with Russ. Russ is, at war with himself, and that's what the war is you're at war with yourself to love this person. And that's where I'm at, is I'm not at war with this particular twin flame. There's no war to be had. I can hear the thoughts. I know how I would hold back, but I'm just not listening to them. Because that's what it is how far can you follow your heart, even though the mind gets in the way? And that's what I want to see. What if I don't listen this time? I'm ready not to listen. I'm ready to follow it and see, because that was what would happen. And that's what I learned from fucking Wolfman, is in court. I didn't learn it from him. He got me in court, and I had to look at everything. They pulled my file, bro. But that's what they showed me, is like, you'll try, and then you'll run, and you'll try, and you'll run. And going back to the tarot community, you should have seen this coming. This is where you guys fuck up everything. You keep looking for my divine masculine in those cards, trying to know when my counterpart is going to come, but you don't understand. And I've said it since the beginning. I am the divine masculine in those cards. So all of you are pulling these cards saying they're going to make a confession. They're going to come clean. They're going to, that's what I did. I, the masculine, came clean and stopped running from the fucking relationship and admitted to what it was and how I feel, instead of trying to, And so that's why you guys didn't, you should have seen it coming, but you don't know. You're looking for, you're looking with your eyes. Looking with your eyes is what I heard. A million pairs of eyes looking hard, but won't realize that they will never see the P. Yeah, I'm invisible to the bullshit. But I don't. I tell you, you just don't listen. So anyways, going back to it, it's like I've come into a union with one of my twin flames where I'm now pursuing it rather than running from it. And I want to see how far I can run, or how far I can go without running. Because that's what they showed, is my runner's mentality. They showed that in court. They showed it with Wolfman, and then they showed it with everyone. It's like, look, you get so close with each one, and then you run. Is there anyone that you're gonna? Is there any of them that you can actually stop running from? And there was one. So I stopped running. I stopped running from one, and I ran to him. And that's it. And once I got to him, I started to feel all these feelings. And I started telling him about all these feelings. And that's it. It's like, but this is how I feel. How do you feel? I want to know what's going on in your body. Naturally, they're not where I am. Nobody is to where they can speak like that. But it makes you feel brave to see someone speak so bravely and be so open. Which all I can do is inspire. And ultimately, it's my twin flame. So it's like, am I going to push this person away, being too aggressive? Be aggressive. I don't know. That comes back down to their healing. And that's what I said. If I'm going to fight my mind, are you going to fight yours? Because if you don't fight yours, you're just going to fight me. Meaning like, no, we shouldn't do this. No, I can't do this. No. And that's it. That's what kept doing it. You know what I mean? Is I can't. Even back to, I can go through all the stories of what my can'ts were with them. You know what I mean? But what if I can? What if all of that, and that was in our stories, and that's what I repeated. It's like, what if it all just went away and nobody was watching? You know what I mean? And you could do whatever you want with nobody watching, with no, you could be free to be you. What would you do? And that's why I was like, I feel this way, so let me push through, let me try to move with this feeling instead of holding back. And that's what I said too. It's like, I've done a lot of holding back. I know what I know what's expected because my brain tells me what to do. It's like, but I want to see what'll happen if I just do what my heart wants. If I just follow it. Because every time I do outside of love, everything works out just fine. You know what I mean? That's what keeps me on these journeys. Something simple like Idaho. I felt it in my heart. I'll follow that if they tell me, and you know that I have that kind of faith. I'll follow it. But when it comes to an actual physical man, I'll find ways to go around it, is what I found out in court. So I got released, and that's it, is, if you could go back and do it again, would you do it better? or would you have wanted to never do it at all? And that's kind of what happens when you meet the creator and all of them. You just sit there and it's a review of your life and what would you have done different, and what do you want to do? And again, you should be in this kind of space anyways, thinking about your future. That's what the card said too. It's the new moon. Today's the end of it. It's all over. Where am I supposed to go from here? What do I want my life to look like? And I told you, I keep it blank until they put something there, and they did. They put this unbelievable feeling for this person that go after him. Go after him with no limitations. See how strong you can be. You know what I mean? If you had a chance to do it again, would you do it better? And that's exactly what I said to him. I said, I can't guarantee this is going to work. All I know is I've got to go back. I'm willing to do it again and try to do it better and learn from the mistakes. It's like it's a Kobe mentality. That's what I told him, straight up. It's like, I can't guarantee. And what is their thing? I just don't want this to end like it did last time. And that's what, me blowing up. I was like, you should have seen what I did this week to the last guy. I blow up. I'm learning how not to blow up. But some of us just, when we do express our feelings, we express them in different ways. I'm learning how. Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? So as much as you guys want to be like, somebody put magic on her and she's being a hoe and all of this, no. I feel brave enough to explore feelings. And I'm trying to be brave enough and follow them. And it's one person, and it's not just any person, okay? And you should hope, one day that God will make you fall in love with somebody. And then, a feather literally just fell. Oh my God, that's unbelievable. How did it come here? You are not going to believe this. Look, it fell in here, which is completely covered. Wow, thank you. It's covered, look. It's covered. How did it fall? Wow, that was crazy cool. See, that's the end of God. I better be able to see him. Thanks, God. I'll put it at the altar. See, and that's lessons learned, immediate lessons. I don't even know what I was talking about when that happened. I don't know. That's where I'm at. It's like the love. That was it. It's like I wasn't. You want to be in love. You want to feel those feelings that I have for people, but you're also going to feel the feelings that it comes with when you try to pursue it. Whether you're a twin flame or just somebody that's been hurt by love. And that's it. It's like we have to believe again. We have to believe that it'll be better. You know what I mean? And you can't force it. Like I said, I didn't feel like that. And that's what I was saying. Is like, I didn't feel like this before to anybody. I'm not willing to. You don't understand. And actually they do, because I made such a big show. It's like, I'm a fucking priestess. I don't want you to touch me. I've been through too much. I don't want anyone near me. I'm not ready for that. I mean, yeah, I'm going to marry and have babies, but I don't want that. Not yet. I'm not ready for all that, is what I've been saying in all of these videos. And then all of a sudden, a light turns on and says, no, I do want that. I do want that. I will be ready. I might be ready. And I just was like, wow. And that's what I told him. I was like, that's what twin flames do, is they bring out things inside of you that you didn't even know existed, that you didn't even know you felt. I was like, I was just as surprised to see it come out. But it's true. Why wouldn't I want that? You know what I mean? I don't know. And that's what I felt. It's like, these feelings are real. They're just suppressed and only come out when with certain people. And that's what makes, certain relationships far more powerful than others. It's like the feelings that you have for this person. But you have to be careful, and that's where I'm standing very quiet and still. It's because those are my feelings. And I can tell you all about them. And some of the words I say can get you really excited and make you feel some type of way. But if you don't feel the same way I feel, then I'm going to get hurt with you just letting me have fun in my feelings. Do you know what I mean? If you don't feel that same way, and you're not willing to jump as far as I am and be as strong as I am, then I'm going to end up getting hurt, because I'm going to be trying to hold this all together just based on, the pursuit of my happinesses. That's where you got to be careful, because as much as I realized I was having all these feelings, it didn't matter. What if he doesn't feel the same way? I could, you know what I mean? And that's going back to it is, you know, a lot of the twin flame journey was me having all these feelings for these men and them not having the same feelings and not understanding how to process what they were watching. It's like, who is this girl and why does she love me? I don't even know you. I don't even know you either, but I love you. That's what I said. It's like, I have no reason to feel like this for you. This is God. It's just opened up. Have you been watching? I don't feel like this towards people. It's just opened. And I'm open to exploring it. How do you feel? What'd they do? They went quiet for a minute. They're quiet. And that's it. It's like, I'm not going to push this. I gave you so much. I poured all this stuff on you. It's like, what? It's like, I don't know how to feel about what you said. I don't know how to feel about what you said. And that's it. It's like, we don't know how to feel because there's so many feelings going on. And that's what I'm teaching you is just chill and try to work through them all. I've got all my own feelings going on in my body. And just telling somebody about it fills them with all kinds of confusion and feelings. Now they're working through mine and their own. You know what I mean? And trying to do what's best according to their mind. You know what I mean? So it's like, are you going to figure out your feelings and move in them? Or are you just going to, you know, do what's right? What's right? And so I was like, you know, saying stuff like that. But that is beautiful. And, I, you know, I said shit like that way in the beginning. I said something stupid to oh, God. Oh, God. Please don't make me say this out loud. I already said it. That's why you've done said it before. In the beginning, when I had, you know, exciting feelings towards a second twin flame, I said something that's similar. It's like, I don't know. I'm a giver. Again, it's like, it's great. You're going to, like, make love to my body. But I'm like, I want to make love to your body. I want to see what your body looks like. You know what I mean? And that's what I said too. I was like, then he had a picture of himself naked. And they're like, huh? I was like, yeah, but I had never seen a man's body. I don't have these visuals in my head, so it was beautiful to me, and it made me feel some type of way. It's like, these are not words and stuff we say to human beings, but at the same time, you know, it's like hard to listen to a person talk when I'm talking like this. It's like, but it's intriguing. So when I said that to Tree, like, in the beginning, he was like, because he was my friend, and I was like, hey, I don't know exactly how I worded it. It's in text message. Like, it was literally written in stone, and then I posted it on the fucking internet just so everyone could see how lovely it is to talk like this. It's like, I want to make love to your body. Not like what you're going to do to mine, but can I make love to your body? You know, talking and stuff like that. So it's exciting, and it's I guess dirty, and it's passionate and desirable, but it's just literally, it's just how I feel. It's just making you feel some other kind of way, trying to describe it. And that's why I was like, I'm not trying to turn you on. I'm asking how you feel. This is just how I feel. And I guess I could have just said that, but I'm explaining it in very, I don't know, book talk detail. But that's what I do over here is, you know what I mean? We came for the feelings, and we write the books about what it felt like to be human and how they come over you. Going back to you, the collective. You can't force these feelings on somebody or force yourself to feel that way for somebody. You know what I mean? I don't come at other people. I don't feel like this towards all of my men. But I love all of my men. You know, there's only some people you feel certain things with where you feel comfortable to be a part of you with that person. And that's what you're looking for, is a place where you can be all of you, you know, and you don't have to limit yourself, censor yourself, or, you know, apologize for that part, for a part coming out. And that's where it's like, you can't say that, but I want to experience that. I want to see what it feels like to, like, sit on your lap and have you, you know, like in the movies, feel like it feels like to have you touch my back. Hold on a second. Sorry, my daughter's like, she's crying at the door. It's because I'm at the door. I gotta take the dog out. But, you know, to all of you that want to, you know, talk shit, you're just negative, bro. You're so negative. And, you know, go ahead. But at the same time, it's like, you're just going to talk shit about, you know, an angel on their birthday, experiencing life and love and happiness. You just have nothing better to do with your life. And again, you know, you could just be asking questions instead of telling lies. You know what I mean? And believing lies. I've never been a bad girl. I have a bad mouth and I have a bad attitude. And I hurt people's feelings with my words, but I don't hurt people. And I don't try to hurt myself. And I don't be out here, you know, acting like how you are or what you've seen. And I don't appreciate the projecting. And that's what that is. That devil card is, there's a part of you that you deny and you persecute others for being that. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful for finally feeling this way about somebody. Because I gave up on men from years ago for how I did feel about them. And I'm grateful that I've done all this work and I finally believe and feel safe and happy to do such things. You know, while you're over there closing your eyes and it's just another dick in your mouth, I'm happy to feel like I want to make love to another man. You know what I mean? And that's where you're persecuting. It's like, bitch, you sleep with a new guy every birthday, every Saturday. You've got too many guys in your DMs and left over in your actual underwear. But you're going to persecute me because I'm pursuing the possibility of, as I said yesterday, more than a marriage, a king, to put someone as the highest place in my life. And it comes with, you know what I mean, arousal. Shut up. You're mad that Lilith's going to finally submit and that they're going to have the best sex in the world and that I showed what real love is and it wasn't never about sex? Or you're just mad that I feel turned on and that I'm sexy? Or are you just mad? And why are you mad? What does my life have to do with yours? Is it the fact that I live a life and you can't because you're too afraid that you won't fix yourself and face the things that are holding you back? I spent nearly 3 years and longer than that because I've been divorced for over 10. Let's see, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 years. So, you know, go fuck yourself, literally, or your boyfriend or his best friend. Don't hate on me because I finally feel good about you. And you don't. And you're jealous that somebody feels good about themselves. And that's what I just want to say. Is like, I'll be Idaho. I'll be Idaho today. You're Idaho every day. And the truth is I'm not. Idaho. Insta-ho. And that's it. I don't have to explain it. And it's only going to get worse. The further I go, the better it gets. I don't have to limit myself to who you think I am. And as the Lilith, you can demonize me for these things all you want. All you want. God gives me the strength. God actually gave me someone that he says I can do this with. And why should I not? Because you do it with any guy, anytime, all the time, any girl, anywhere, anytime. Don't judge me. And that's what projecting is. You're putting your hard feelings of how people have judged you onto me. No, when I did that, or if I think about that, then I'm a bad person. That's you and your judgments. And I don't care how you think about me and what you say about me. Because you think poorly about everyone and you talk poorly about everyone. And you have no compassion or understanding for a rehabilitated domestic violence woman who's in love and willing to give herself to somebody. And that's just because you have no feelings for yourself and what you've been through. And with that being said, there's a whole... I can see it. We're going to have to read it. Not on my birthday. I guess it's a perfect time because I've healed it. We're going to go into the chapter of Sheila Nagig in my Dark Goddess, Reclaiming Your Dark Goddess by Flavia Kate Peters. Those that want to join us, you can download the book, or I encourage you to purchase it, because it is my most used book. It is the guide to the dark night of the soul, and this is exactly where we are. And also going back to it, we're in Sagittarius season, so I face myself. I face myself. After we get into Capricorn, I'll face my imposter syndromes. You know what I mean? We go into other ones, but right now I'm facing myself in the mirror, and I am being me unapologetically, and I don't have to explain it, but it helps so that, you know, I do it first and then somebody else can do it. And that's what I'm doing right here. It's like, let me explain how you get to this place and where you walk with your feelings when this happens. And it takes just as much bravery. And it is a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster not to run. Like, I didn't like that. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to get close, because it's going to come with rejection. You have an expectation. If I say this, they're not going to like it. Yep, say it and put the phone down. Now go back to the conversation. Okay, that didn't destroy it. Okay, let's say another brave thing and take a breath. And that's it. You take it. Little baby steps. You be brave. You tell your feelings and how they are. And then you give them time to discover what their feelings are about your truth. You don't force people. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to teach you. Again, imagine if you were 14 and you actually had a parent that was teaching you how to love. I do. My Father who art in heaven, hallowed be his name. And that's it too. The boys have stepped back. They're not getting in this. I'm on the battlefield. All they can do is watch me live my life and be there to, you know what I mean, encourage me and send good vibes. But I have to make the choices. This is my chance. And that's what happened. It's like, if you could go back, would you try harder? Would you do better? Or you've given up? And that's it. It's like, giving up is not an option. And that's where I was like, I don't care what you're going to do. And that's where I was indifferent. It's like, I don't care. Find me another one. I don't care. It's like, but who is good enough for you? Why do you keep running? Why can't you? I'm like, well, they all have a big fat ego. What about this one? Kinda, not really. You know, and that's what it is. It's like, I learned how to have patience, forgiveness, understanding, compassion. You know what I mean? I had to learn all these skills and be able to apply them to, you know, that's what it means. Is like, you learn them by experience, and you get better with experience. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I said too, is like, I can't make myself feel this way outside of what I'm feeling right now with you. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't make myself, push myself to this limit with someone else where I feel like I could go all the way with you. You know what I mean? But I can't go all the way if you're going to hold me back by what your mind says that we shouldn't, or I shouldn't, or, you know. So it's like, is your mind running this, or can you follow your heart? And what's in your heart? Do you feel the same way? Do you feel this? This is intense. Do you feel what's happening? It was intense. It was intense. I was just sitting there like, all I'm doing is just listening to my body and my mind. I'm like, whoa. This is intense. No wonder I was crazy all the time it would happen and they'd turn it on. It's like, this is intense. We came here for intense feelings. But again, you have to go through all the dark ones before you find any of the good ones. And the good ones are still laced with some darkness. Why? Because, like I said, we have hurt feelings. Our feelings get hurt because they're already hurt. We go and repair those feelings, and then we're not so hurt about shit. But it's an up and down for sure. For sure. Anyways, going back to it, yeah. You guys know I love to be a dirty little girl and tell dirty jokes, and I have like lots of that dirtiness in me. So it's fun to be dirty, but it's even more fun to not have to hold it back and be ashamed of it. You know what I mean? To just be, you know, you. And that's where the journey is you're trying to find a way to love you enough that others can accept and love you too. You know, and that's it. It's like, I know I'm not supposed to say that, but let me explain. Have you ever been like 14 and it's like, I never felt like that. I'm really thinking about it right now. It really sounds like something I want to feel like. I want to do that. Shh, don't say that. And that's what I mean. I'm a total kid. Keep your thoughts to yourself. I can't. Guess what just popped in my head? There's nothing in there, and then I saw this. Can we try this? What? I'm a visionary. I want to try everything I see. That, you know, I don't desire to do shit until it's put into me. That's what I mean. It's like, get him. Oh my God, really? Okay, I'm scared. Just Get him. I'm so scared. Okay, I'm going to do this. I see a little lion in the arena. They lift the gate. They're like, get him. Okay. Oh, he's got weapons. Get him. As I said, I don't know if this is going to end up good or really bad, because I'm going to end up scaring the shit out of someone and pushing them real far away. But I'll learn not to do that next time if that's how it happens. That's it. It's just we're at school, bro. We're learning how to love. I hope it works. I hope it works every time. At least I'm in a hopeful place. I was giving up again last week. I always give up. I'd be giving up. I'm like, I gave up. I give up. I don't believe in these motherfuckers. They gave me something to believe in. And they said, go for it. That's what's going on. And I feel it. It feels great. I want to... Why? Oh, the pigeon's right here next to me. Dude, you have the coolest little hair. Are you the one that brought me? This thing has like a mohawk on it. Check this bird out. What's up, pigeon? I told you, mother. Is this your feather? Do you want it back? Did you give it to me? I don't know. I told you, Mother Earth. I'm telling you about the animals. You guys don't really believe it. Like, it is unbelievable. Watch me sit there and all this shit come flying at me while I'm smoking weed and coughing and saying dirty fucking punchlines from Rami. It's like she is the darkest fucking Snow White ever. And Snow Black. A black and a proud. I know, this is a fun morning. It's my birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty. No, that's me. I'm the big booty. Idaho. They could have just gave me that quarter just to, you know, just put the 2 cents in it just to make jokes. It was fucking Pac. I believe that was Pac. You're making jokes on my birthday, aren't you? You're sending messages through the... That's what you sound like. You're fucking playing around. Playing around. I know that's you. You're out here calling somebody a hoe and a bitch. I know it was you. Really? I have no idea. If it's not them calling me a hoe, then I have no idea what we have to do with Idaho. If it's not me being a hoe. I'm not. I wouldn't even know where to start. A hoe would include, you know, being able to entertain more than one suitor. I ain't entertaining shit. They're entertaining me. Are you entertained? I choked on my smoke. I paid $1 million for this song. And then your twin flame came and crashed your show with magic. God, that was good. What am I talking about? Oh, gosh. Russ has no magic. I took away everything from him. He set out to do it. Him and his insta-ho thought that they were going to steal my destiny and all this stuff. All right, Judas, look at you now. You're over there hanging yourself left and right. Does your chain hang low, you know, like 10 feet into the dirt? What had happened was, my Holy Spirit said they had exposed prior to it happening that his mom, how him and his mom were energy harvesting off of the crowds. I had just been through Las Vegas. Paul had showed me I had just been by the Allegiant this was the first journey. So I had the visual in my head. He was about to do a show with Ed Sheeran, and I tried to warn Ed Sheeran not to let him into his fucking energy. If you notice, anybody that works with him, they're fucking doomed. They could take the mark of the beast. You know what I mean? They're doomed. They're doomed. They're just doomed. You're just... Why? Because he takes your energy and you take his. He does that stuff. I don't know how they really do it, but he's your example. They really do. Not destiny swapping, but karma swapping. And they energy harvest you and take your gifts, and that's why he's always collaborating with divine feminines, and he's always trying to be part of the crowd so he could steal your gifts and your knowledge and your wisdom and apply it to his own life and say he's God. Anyways, my spirit told me that he was going to that Ed Sheeran was in danger. So I did some magic, and they canceled his show that night. And that gave me time to start working on binding towards him and his mom. I did a lot of magic on them. They were pretty dangerous. The only thing... No, they were just practice. That's what Kobe said. Sitting there with the basketball. Just practice. Don't worry about it. They were just practice. And as I practiced with them, I had others attacking me, but you know what I mean? The force fields just got stronger because I just Spread the web further. Spread the web. You might be seeing spiders. Magic is real. But that's what I was laughing about. I was like, the song was, "Are you entertained?" I was like, yeah, I'm hella entertained. Are you entertained? Nothing worked. Why? Because you used your mind and not your heart. You should have just followed your heart. And that's why all of this, that's the point of this story is, every time I follow my mind, I end up fucked. Every time I try to do the right thing, it ends up wrong. That's why I don't push my agenda anymore. I know what my mind's telling me I should do and say, but I don't listen to that thing. That thing just tells me what it did and said before. I'm listening to God. I'm listening to my heart. I have to shut my mind up for a minute to listen to what my heart's saying, but it's like, do this, say this, to go here. And that's the intuition. And that's where you have to be brave. You don't know what this voice is and what this feeling is, but you're listening to it and you're letting it guide you. And that's the journey, is to stop listening to the fears of your mind and start listening to the hope of your heart. And yeah, so, I don't know, everybody's having a hissy fit because Lilith's turned on and she might release it. Release the Kraken. Why not? I want to have sex. I want to remember it. I want to know what it feels like to have someone touch me. I want to know what it feels like to be touched. Not just there, but everywhere. You know what I mean? Am I ticklish? I don't know. Nobody touches. That's what I mean. It's like, you guys have this thing, don't touch me there. Don't, all of this. No, let's find out what happens. Like, what happens if, I want to feel what it feels like to be close to a human. And everybody seems to have this condemnation of what that means. And, and are vilifying what I'll do when I am close to a human. I'm going to love the shit out of that person with all of my body. Why is that? I had to take a pause. It's like, that can look like anything as long as it feels good to that person and to me. No, don't do that. I don't like that. Okay. I don't know what it feels like to be with a human. Even though, I guess in this life, and that's what it is. It's like when you're born. That's why I remember that guy was like, he's like, how do you know? It's like, nobody knows. We come back not knowing. That's the bliss. So it can all be new again. Because if you know what it feels like, that's like why I don't drink. I know what it tastes like. I know what it feels like to be drunk. I know what comes after. I don't want it anymore. I know what that feels like. I've experienced so many times. It's not that I don't like the taste, but I know what comes later. And that's where you start to change your likes. It's like, no, I liked it, but then, that's just how they say it. So, yeah. I know people are judgy, but they're just trying to process what they're seeing, and you can show them. That's what me taking this time is. I know what you're thinking, because that's what you think about people in general, but I'm not people. I'm a soul having a human experience, and there's things that us as humans are demonized for experiencing. You know what I mean? Like, you want to demonize everybody that's ever done drugs, but you don't think about everybody that the first time when they smoke a joint. You know what I mean? It's like most of these people have had these first that you demonize. We all are just here to experience it and decide whether or not we like it. You know what I mean? And, so I like how I'm feeling right now, and I'm trying to be brave, and I don't care what that looks like to other people. They're just mad because they're not brave and they're not experiencing the same things that I'm experiencing. And that goes back to do the work. I couldn't force someone to make me feel this way. I couldn't force anyone into my life. But when I was ready to see what I really wanted and come to terms with it and go after what I wanted, it was available. So that's the story. And happy birthday to me and happy Saturn day. And I usually go and do thrift storing and have fun and stuff on today, but I do feel different today. I didn't even wake up until 7, close to 7. My chakras are hurting. Actually, it's not. I feel the Palladian chakra is what's hurting right now. I don't know what today holds. I'll do some work, and it'll be a beautiful, brand new birthday. And what is a birthday? It's the same as New Year's for you. It's an opportunity to be new. You know what I mean? To have a new perspective. And that's it. It's like this week was so intense for me because there was leftover shit, residual negative energy, wounds, stuff that needed to come off that we don't carry into the next year. You know, and that's why I was like, we didn't board our flight so well. We got stuck in the Bermuda Triangle. Then when we got there, they had to go through our baggage, and this is what we came out with. I lost everything this week. At least I made it out with my life. Hardly. Like, they were kind of, it was iffy. Felt like I wanted to give up my life at that point. I'm tired of this experience. Yeah, a death, transformation, and rebirth really comes with death, inside and out, and that's it too. It's like you've been through how many ego deaths? How much shit has died in your life? How much have you destroyed? How much self-sacrifice have you given to these visions and inspirations and perspectives in your life that, you know, rule over? How much heart space are you working with? Where your heart won the battle of your mind, and now your ego is hurt and bruised because you've given up material control to follow your heart. That's it. It's like if I didn't do what my mind said, then all it hurts is my mind. If I'm doing what my heart says, then I feel good. The only thing that doesn't feel good is my ego. It's like, ugh. But the ego learns to trust the heart. When you start following the heart and everything works out, it just needs to be reprogrammed. It doesn't trust the heart because every time the heart led, it got hurt. And then you would sit there persecuting yourself. Why did I do this? And your mind's like, well, because you followed your heart. Stop listening to that and these things won't happen. It's just an AI system. It tells you why this happened and it's your fault. And you need to stop doing these things. No. You got your feelings hurt because you didn't win. You're a whole child. I didn't get what I wanted. And that's it. How come I was crying the other day? I don't know. He said I couldn't have no dick. I didn't even know I wanted it. Now I'm crying about something I didn't even know I wanted and you said no to. And that was it. It's like, you don't even know what you truly want. You're denying yourself that, dude. I didn't even know I wanted it. You want my dick? I didn't know, I guess. I think so. That's what just came out of my mouth. That's what came out of my heart. I did not know I felt that way. And that's it. It's like, let's explore this. Well, I'm not giving you my dick. Well, hold on a second. Now you're going to hurt my feelings. I want it. Like, why? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows why you're doing it. Tell me why Russ is doing what the fuck he's doing. Tell me why anybody does it. It's just a desire in your heart. Powered by your mind and your fear. Well, I don't know. Let's hope that it's powered by your feelings. Not just your mind, but that's what it is. It's like, if you're not going, and that goes back to where's your masculinity. If you're not being driven to do stuff, then where's your drive? What's driving you? What's the driving force? You're just on autopilot? You're just, you know, on a regular program station. Like PBS? There's a channel for you. Hey, Mr. Rogers. Oh, God, I gotta do my laundry. Not on my birthday, Mr. Rogers. At least he came to say happy birthday. He was gonna sit with me and do laundry. That's a good Mr. Rogers. I'm on the phone. Oh, she wants the headphones. I'm just sitting here on them. Anyways, so, hey.